Boom, guys, hello, and welcome to your final set of predictions for the weekend starting the 13th of December. We've been through Premier League, we've been through Championship, we've been through League One, and now we are finishing up with League Two. Let's get right underway with these predictions, guys. It's currently 4 a.m. in the morning and I am exhausted. I have been awake editing all evening and recording my videos all night. Let's get on with it and let's get straight to it. Our first prediction of the League Two, of course, is none other and Bristol Rovers against Swindon Town. Let's have a look at these tables, shall we? Of course, the boys, the one and only, the boys, the ex playoff finalists, Walsall at top of the table, with Swindon dropping points on Tuesday night, which could prove costly for them. But they come up against the Bristol Rovers team that are just absolutely terrible at this moment in time. They've got potentially the joint worst defence in the league. They've been absolutely awful this season. And for me, Walsall have actually got the best defence in the league. Well, the second best, should I say, besides Cambridge United. But and Oldham, wow, that's an excellent goal record. Sorry about that, guys. But by the by, I'm going to go Swindon to win this game here. In Swindon, Bristol Rovers 1, Swindon Town 2. Our next game is the Manchester based and Angry Ginge based Salford City. They come up against Colchester United. Colchester are on a brilliant run of form and they're not far from that playoff position. Salford City, however, are in the playoffs. If Colchester win this one, Colchester will leapfrog them. Will they? No. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this, you know. This is going to be a very tough game to call this. I don't know where I'm going with this, to be completely honest. This is going to be a very, very close game. I am going to back Salford just. Only, no, I'm going to go a draw here. I'm going to go Salford 1, Colchester 1. This is such a risky mid-table game, this. Then we move on to Accrington Stanley against Bromley. Accrington 16th in the table currently with 24 points, whereas Bromley, wow, fourth with 33 points. But this is at Accrington's ground. This could go either way. I'm gonna go Bromley just here. I'm gonna go Bromley 1, Accrington 0, Bromley 1. Then we're going to move on to Cheltenham Town versus Harrogate Town. Big game, big game, big game. Because if Harrogate win this game, they get out of the bottom two. But will they? Will they win this game to get out the bottom two? Surprisingly, their defence is not as bad as Cheltenham's is. Scored more goals and conceded less. Will they win this game? Unfortunately, I think not. I think Cheltenham will just win this though. Cheltenham 2, Harrogate Town 1. Then it's, of course, last year's playoff semi-finalists in Chesterfield coming up against last year's National League promotion side, Barnet. Barnet are only 1 point behind Chesterfield, and they've actually got a better defensive and a better a better defensive record than Chesterfield. And this is going to be an excellent mid-table game, this, because whoever wins this could potentially move into the playoffs. This is a very, very close game to call. And with it being at Chesterfield, I am going to back Chesterfield only just. I'm going to go Chesterfield 2, Barnet 1. it could go either way, but I'm going to go Chesterfield for this. Our next game is Crawley Town, ex-League One team versus Warsaw's. The team that Walsall beat on Wednesday night, Oldham Athletic. Let's have a look where the table stands for the pair of these. With Crawley Town sat in a miserable 21st and 1 point below the bottom two to be relegated, whereas Oldham, again, not that far above, they are sat in 17th, 6 points from relegation. I think Oldham just have a little bit more about them in this game. They've got the best defence in the league, surprising where they are in the league, surprising their status. Their status in the league is just reflecting on the goals they haven't been able to score, but they have a very good defensive record. Crawley Town's defence, the less said about that, the better. They have let 33 goals in so far this season, and we're not even halfway through the games. It just shows it doesn't matter if you're a League One team, you're not automatically going back up. And for me, it shows that with the bottom half of the table. I'll get onto that shortly. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to back Oldham here. I think they were very unlucky to not get a point against us at home, against Walsall. So I'm going to go Crawley Town 1, Oldham 2. I think they need to find a goal, but their defence is absolutely solid. It could be, no, I think it'll be 1-0 actually. I think Crawley 0, Oldham 1. I think Oldham's defence is so good and so strong. It's only the sloppy mistakes that have put them where they are. So a huge respect, especially from coming up from the National League. The defence is very, very strong. So fair play to Oldham, and that's considering they've got two ex-Walsall players in there, Donovan Daniels and Emmanuel Monte. But anyway, yeah, Oldham 1, Crawley Town 0, Oldham Athletic 1. Then it's Gillingham versus AFC Barrow. Barrow beat Walsall this season, but they go up against the Gillingham side that are really close to going into the playoffs. And with it being at Gillingham, I don't see it going any other way. This is probably the easiest one for me to predict here. Gillingham 3, Barrow 1. Then it's another northern team coming up against another northern team in Grimsby versus Notts County. It's second against 13th. But I will say something. Grimsby are a really tough team to come up against. And with Notts County being away, I'm going to go for a draw here. I'm going to go Grimsby 2, Notts County 2. Only because, let me just explain to you here. Notts County have let in 22 goals, okay? They've scored 33, let 22 in, right? However, Grimsby have scored 33. Just like they have, they've let 26 in. I mean, it could go either way, but I'm going to go 2-2 because it could be. Because if Grimsby do win this, they do, especially with their goal difference, they do stand the fighting chance of going into the playoffs, especially with Salford City sat on -1 as well. But yeah, Grimsby 2, Notts County 2. But yeah, that's my honest prediction for that. Next up, it's MK Dons versus League One's relegated side in Cambridge United. And it's a playoff battle for the ages, really. I mean, MK Dons have got a fantastic goal scoring record at the moment. They've scored the most goals out of any team in the league, as far as I'm aware. They do look very good, MK Dons. Couple of losses here and there. Cambridge United, however, have got a very, very good defensive record. In fact, they've got the second best defensive record in the entire league, and it shows considering they are 6th in the table. However, in the case of scoring goals, they have scored 16 less than MK Dons. And I think that could possibly be a factor here and possibly show, and especially with them being away from home. I'm going to go Milton Keynes Dons 2, Cambridge United 1. No, it's bottom of the table. I never thought I'd say that in a million years. It's bottom of the table. Newport County against 14th position in Fleetwood Town. 13 points for Newport, 27 for Fleetwood. Fleetwood have scored 28, letting 27. Newport have scored 20, letting 35. It's just not good enough from Newport County. I'm going to go Fleetwood. Do you know what? No, I can't give a draw here. I can't give a draw here. I'm going to go Newport nil, Fleetwood 2. I think Fleetwood are going to win this comfortably. I want to give Newport a goal, but I just can't see them getting one with the form they're in, to be completely honest. Yeah, I will. Newport 1, Fleetwood 2. And next up, of course, we have Tranmere against the dirty. Oh, I've got to keep this professional, but I really do not like Crew Alexandra. Their players are dirty. The amount of horrible challenges and the amount of trouble their fans caused at the Besket last season for Walsall fans is absolutely ridiculous. They are honestly the worst bunch of fans you want to come face to face with. They're just so argumentative and they just have no respect for the modern game of football. And they come up against the Tranmere side that are only 2 points behind them with actually a better goal scoring record currently. They've scored 33 goals in 19 games and have let 27 in, with Crew scoring 29 and letting 26 in. However, Tranmere Rovers being at home here. I'm gonna back Tranmere for this game. I'm gonna go Tranmere Rovers 2. Crew Alexandra 1. And the final game of League Two, I never left it till last. It was just a coincidence that it was at the bottom of the list, but it does definitely save the best until last. It's Walsall against Shrewsbury Town. It's first against 20th, with Walsall 20 points in front of Shrewsbury Town. This is only going one way from what I see, but you can't say that about, especially in League Two, because it was at this point last season that Walsall, well, it was at this point a couple of weeks after today's date that Walsall started to drop points, and it was after they lost Nathan Lowe. So let me just have a look here at Walsall's recent form. We are going to have a bit of an in-depth look at this, because I would like to have an in-depth look at this. Walsall have been very, very good so far this season. They've been excellent, really. They really have. They've been very good. Let's have a look at their stats here. Oh no, that's going on the game here. Let's have a look. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, I can do that like this. 1 second, guys. Oh, bear with me. December. Here we go. Shrewsbury Town. Let's have a look. Right. For all you Walsall fans on there, let's have a look at our recent form. From a possible, from league perspective, from a possible 12, we picked 9. But included in that, we beat Gateshead in the FA Cup and Stevenage in the EFL Trophy. So from a possible 18 points or whatever, I know from a possible 6 wins, we've took 5, which is remarkable, to be honest. And including that is a League One team who is in the top of the table. So very well done. Then we're going to have a look at Shrewsbury. They lost 2-1 away. I did watch that game against Northampton. They were very unlucky. I was on edge the whole time that Shrewsbury were going to win it. But they did lose 2-1. Beat Newport 1-0. Lost 3-1 to Fleetwood. Drew 3-3 with Gillingham. beat Sutton United 2-1. They were 1-0 down in that actually. And they drew 1-1 with Grimsby. So from a league perspective, from a possible 1-2, let's have a look here. One, two, three, possible 4 games, I think it is. One, two, three, four. From a possible 4 games, they have picked up, from a possible 12 points, they've picked up 5, which is pretty reasonable to be honest. Um, Obviously, they dropped points at Gillingham at home, dropped points at Grimsby at home, which are games they should be winning really. Um, and for me, Walsall just have a bit more about them in this game. Walsall just look really good at the moment, especially especially being top of the table. Things can change, obviously. They beat the best defensive team in the league in Oldham Wednesday night. Wednesday's a bit of an awkward an awkward day to play a game on for Walsall, but they did. They played very well, and they didn't deserve to win. Oldham threw everything at them, but that's what Oldham do. They sit back, excuse me, and defend. And I think this is why it shows Walsall have the third best defence in the league. To be completely honest, I mean, Oldham threw everything at them. Let me just show you from today's game. Wednesday. I'm recording this early hours Thursday morning, so let me just go to League Two. Oldham 0, Walsall 1. See what the comments are saying. Let's have a look. There's always a comment. Yeah, let me just show you. Sorry about that, guys. Just reading the comments. Let's have a look here. So let's have a look. Right here, right here. Let's have a look here. So Oldham were actually the better team over the full 90 minutes. However, all it takes is one shot on target, and we took that chance. And Oldham are a very. You need to understand this. Oldham are a very tough team to break down in the league. Let me just show you Oldham's record. Let me just show you how consistent they've been, not letting goals in. Oldham Athletic. Let me just show you here. Let me go to December results. Yeah, they're letting 3 against MK Dons. They were away from home, fair enough. But again, 1-0, winning 3-0, drawing 0-0, Losing, that was in the EFL trophy. Winning 1-0, winning 3-1. Okay? Drawing 2-2, losing 1-0, drawing 0-0, losing 3-2, losing 3-1. 1-1, 3-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-1, 0-0, 2-1, 1-1, 0-0. Do you see what I mean? Like, you have to understand, like, excuse me, you have to understand, like, it's their defense is literally solid. Like, it is the best defense in the league, with like by a long chalk, by a long shot. And Warsaw beat them comfortably today. Not comfortably. There was a few dodgy, there was a few errors, but we cleaned up. And considering we've had to change a lot of the team round because of how many games we played in how many days, fair play to them. Fair play to them. Do you know what I mean? So for me, Warsaw win this, and I'm gonna say comfortably. We beat them in the we beat them away from home, I think it was. Let me just double check on that. I know we beat them in the EFL Trophy, but I can't remember where whether we were at home or away. No, it was October. Let me have a look at this. No, it wasn't. It was September. Oh, we beat them 3-1 at their own ground. At their own ground. I keep thinking it's 2-1 at home, but it weren't. It was 3-1 away. Let's have a look. We played very well. Could have gone either way, but it just shows how good we were in defence in order to stop them. We went 1-0 up early on, then they scored straight away back. But we were very consistent, and let's have a look at the lineups here. How we played in the team back then. To be fair, pretty much the identical team what we played today. Obviously without Oben and Sam Shaw and Charlie Ragg. But he was injured then. What's his name? Aaron Presley was injured. Did we play Carnu? Did we play Carnu? Let me just double check that we played Carnu. No, did we? I'm looking at their team. No, we didn't even play Daniel Carnu. And we still done him. And I know it was only the EFL trophy and it doesn't really mean much. But we still done them 3-1 at their own ground. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's when Warsaw was struggling. They were struggling. Do you get me? But obviously Presley's out. He's injured. Evan Weir's injured. Burke's injured. We've got a couple of injuries, to be honest. I'll just show you now. Let's have a look here. I'm just showing you now the injuries and suspensions that we've got. Don't think we've got any suspensions. I think we've got a couple of injuries, so let's have a look here. Harry Williams, injured, Achilles, expected return 31st of December. Risk of suspension. Wait, no. We've got more injuries than that. Courtney Clark. Wait. No, we have got more injuries than that. I know we have because I've seen them. Kamara Roof. Oh, don't tell me. We've only just got him. Here we go. Oh no, these are old ones. Oh, thank God for that. These are old ones. Oh, I panicked for a second there. Warsaw FC players. Harrison Burke. I don't know what's going on. Matt Hancock. Football. Mason. Mason Hancock. He's injured. He's definitely injured because he never plays him. Harrison Burke. He's definitely injured because we never play him. Do you know what I mean? I know Josh Gordon has gone to. Oh, he's on loan. Got ya. Levi Manchi. He's also gone on loan as well. He went on loan to Stockport for Rochdale. Sorry, he's had an awful season. And Ellis Harrison. I'm sure he went on loan, or did we sell him? No, we sold him to Bristol Rovers. Or he went, or he was on loan to us from MK Dons and then went to Rovers. But he's been awful. So we've got players we can recall, like Walsall FC players on loan. I like to have an in-depth look here, guys. You know what I mean? Let's have a look. We've got Daniel Carney on loan, Miles Roberts on loan, Ryan Finnegan on loan, Rico Richards on loan, Judo KK on loan, Daniel Cox on loan. God, we've got all of our first teams pretty much on loan. Let's have a look who's out on loan now. Levi, Josh, Ronan. Ronan ain't out. Ronan come back. Nah, that's bollocks. Where did he go? Tell me if that's a lie. Because Ronan may have played tonight. This has dragged on, I know, guys. Sorry about this. I had to have an in-depth look on Warsaw. Let's have a look at the lineups. I'm sure he played tonight for us. No, he don't. But I tell you what, I know which game he did play in, and that's 100% fact. He played in Saturday's game. No, he did. 100%. 100% he played in Saturday's game. Uh, um, Sunday's FA Cup game. 1000% he played in it, and I can guarantee it. Warsaw 2, Gateshead 0. No, he never. Am I bugging here? He definitely played for us. Yes, he did. He played for us on Tuesday in the EFL Trophy. In the EFL Trophy against Stevenage. Because I remember him coming on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the lineups. Warsaw. Harper. Yeah, I told you. Come on in the 74th minute. Look. Ronan Meyer. So he ain't on loan at Tamworth FC. But anyway, besides all that, I am predicting Walsall to beat Shrewsbury. I know it's took a while to get there, but I had a couple of things I wanted to look at. So, for my prediction for Saturday, I am going to go for Walsall 4, Shrewsbury Town. Nah, I'm not. Walsall 5, Shrewsbury Town 1. And that is going to be a statement that will be made to every other team, every other single team in the in League Two. That will be a statement made right there. Walsall 5, Shrewsbury 1, and guys, that is the end of my weekend long predictions. Do remember to check out my Premier League predictions, my Championship League predictions, my League One, watch this League Two prediction, and keep up for everything Manchester United and now everything Warsaw. And until the next video and the next set of predictions, guys, peace.